welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer, and in this video we are taking a tour of Prairie Farm, Michigan. This is based on a real life location. It's a map by Taylor Farms, and it's available for PC, Mac, and console. And it's, I think, my best description from my initially what I've seen is it's very basic. There's not a huge amount to it beyond sort of the farm and the fields and everything. There's enough sell points and things. It is a little bit light on some of the other stuff, and you can kind of see the simplicity that makes up this map with where we start. Every direction you look in, there is just very, very little. We've got the edge of the map behind us there with all the trees. But if we look out into the map, you can see that there's not a huge amount here. So let's have a quick look at the PDA, and you'll see what I mean by this. We have some very, very large fields on this map. It is basically a big American field map. This is actually strikes me as a map which is going to be perfect to test out the Nexat DLC on. We've got most fields are square or have very sharp corners. There's not many really odd shaped fields. We do have these drainage or irrigation ditches running into some that might make the fields a little bit weirder, but there's no curves or anything like that to these fields. Cheapest area is 23 up the top here for 22,932. Most expensive, I think, is either, oh no, is down here. It's area 6. This is a whopping 1.3 million. So yeah, very expensive field down there. In fact, looking down here, I think 21 at 13,000. Yeah, that is actually our cheapest area there. So yeah, quite a big range between the cheapest and most expensive. But field wise, the smallest field you've got is field 10, and you're going to be spending 147,000 on it. Not a start from scratch map, this, I don't think. I think that's kind of out of the question. I think New Farmer is very good. You've got 18, 3, and 5, and I think 5 includes the farm here, which we'll go and have a look at in a minute. But you can see we've got very little details for sell points and things, and we've got a couple of sell points down the bottom here. Along with a couple of productions, and then up at the top here at the animal market, we've got another sell point here, along with a manure and liquid manure purchase point. So yeah, it's a very simple, very basic map, designed absolutely for doing some very big American farming and not much else. So before we jump in the truck that I've added to this map, I'm just going to pop over to the farm quickly, because there was something I discovered as I was doing sort of my initial little walk around before doing the full map tour. I went looking for the equipment, because there's a lot of equipment that you get with the start of this map, and to be honest, and this impressed me a lot, it is all crammed into this shed. We will go through the full equipment list at the end, but if I jump on the front of this Magnum here, you can see how much you start this map with. It is a massive amount of equipment, and it is all really big, which kind of sums up this map. This map is absolutely designed for big equipment, and like Taylor Farm's previous map, it's designed for sugar beet as well. There is a bespoke production on this map for sugar beet, which is very cool. I really like it, and yeah, we've seen it before. It's a good bit. So let's just have a look at that as well. We have 3 available productions on the map. As I said, it's very basic, very thin on the ground. 2 of them are these custom sugar beet pilers that can take 10,000 liters of sugar beet and turn it into 10,000 liters of sugar beet, plus a custom fill type of tear dirt or tar dirt. This can be placed on your fields, and I think it's yeah, you place it back on the field. I don't know if it adds, I don't know exactly what it does. I'm guessing it's a type of fertilizer, but yeah, so that's a custom production on here. You also got a sawmill. There are a couple of small patches of woodland on here. So yeah, if you really want to do wood and sawmill and stuff like that on here, you can. To be honest, that is not the focus of the map. The focus of this map so much is to be doing some really big farming. So we're gonna have a quick walk around. I'm just gonna run across the road here and jump in my truck and have a look. As I said, simple map. We're going to be basically going down to the bottom, up to the top, and having a look. I don't think there's much anywhere else on this map. Oh yeah, there's the yellow dots as usual are sort of points of interest and well, sort of houses and NPCs. I think we've got an NPC out by 22 there, so we can go and have a look at that. First up, a big grand sell point here. So this is a big grain sell point, as you'd expect on something of this size. We've got the beet productions. That is what's over here. So that's what these are. Massive great beet productions. I don't know if these are actual piles of beet or yeah, this is the output of the tear. This is beet piles. I don't know if it actually automatically sells the beet because there's no way to really collect these. So yeah, I think it might sell the beet and produce the tear for you to put onto your fields. But I really haven't tested those on either of the maps that are on either this map or his original map. You've got the sawmill down here. Like that, and then over here you've got a sell point just down here. That is Johnson's Farmers Market. So that's again basic sell point. Edge of the map down there. This is a map that is sort of surrounded by trees. You don't. I think their draw distance is set really back to give you the impression on this map of quite a long way. Or of this flatness that you see all around is sort of the bleak flatness of this area of the world. 21 is just a shed sitting on the side, so not much there other than that. And yeah, just look at the if I scroll right out like that, that gives you a real idea of just the focus of this map. Absolutely is just as basic as possible, giving as much sort of this feeling of the flatness of this part of the world. Yeah, NPC over there. You can see in the distance up here we've got more sheds and more barns. There's the odd tree and things across here, but just look at how empty this is. It's really weird. This is, in all honesty, for me, this is not a map that interests me personally. I much prefer having maps with smaller fields and a lot more detail to them. But as I said, and the reason why I'm kind of giving a fairly big pass to this map for its lack of its lack of detail and its lack of productions and lack of features, is because it really doesn't feel like it's a map designed to have those. It's a bit like a homesteading map, where those are very much designed. A lot of that is very much by design, and there's nowhere really in how this is set up for that to do that. We've got a farmyard up here, so actually if you wanted to do a couple of farms pitted against each other on this map, you could. There's a farmyard up here, there's the farmyard down by the shop. But that's kind of the detail. You know, we drive up there, there's a few nice sheds, and there's nothing else, and that really is this map in a nutshell. If you want to come in and all you want to do is farm really large fields with really big equipment, then this map absolutely fits that. I think I would have liked to have seen a basic level of production, maybe a grain mill or an oil mill or something like that, just to add a little bit more onto it. There is space, but again, as I said, that's me wanting to have that extra level of functionality on here. The farms are all fully customizable, which is great, although I don't see much reason to customize them, to be honest. We've got so this is, I do like that it's got a liquid manure purchase point and a solid manure purchase point. That is great. And of course, this is the animal market here. So yeah, that is very nice. Well done on that's well done. The woodlands, such as they are up at the corner here. Whoa, I thought that was a road. It's not, it's a ditch. So I'll drive out of it. We'll drive across this field here because they're sort of set back in the corners. And yeah, it looks like, oh no, you know what? There is a little bit of detail under here. This is, I will say, this is the most detailed part of the map I think I've seen, and I like it. I like the fact that time and effort, even in these small areas of woodland, time and effort has been put in to put some detail underneath these trees, and B, to put some rocks in. You can actually rock break on this map, and yeah, I like that. There's no easy access to these woodlands, unfortunately. There's no roads that go down to them, no tracks down the side of the map or anything. I do like the trees at the side here. So many maps put trees at the side and leave a gap that you can see through. But this is very effectively hiding the edge of the map. I really quite like that. It's, yeah, this map very much is what it is. It does exactly what it says on the tin, pretty much. It is fantastic. Does have an extra crop on it as well. It does have alfalfa. That is fully implemented on here as well for your animals. So you've got that too. Although again, map that it doesn't have a dairy or anything like that on here. So you sort of, the only thing you can do is sell the produce from the map, from this, or place your own productions. And I think what I would be tempted to do if I played this, I'm gonna park my truck actually in the farmyard. What I would be very tempted to do is take one of the two farmyards that's on here, and I think I'd sell all the buildings that are on it, and I would go and make that into maybe a small production area. Place some production buildings in, maybe do a dairy for your for the cows, you know, get some. This is a map where you're gonna have to build a lot of your stuff yourself, but it's one of those things, because I really would like to have seen a little bit of production in here that fits the idea of the large stuff it's doing. Yeah, that's my only real criticism, I think. Otherwise, as I've said many times driving this is exactly what I'd expect. It's a wide open, huge field American map designed for big equipment that you can just go to name a friend of mine that you can just go ham on and have some fun with your friends. So speaking of the equipment, let's have a look here and see what you get. And it's quite an array of equipment, as you can see in here. There's an Amazon Citan 15001-C, a Breedle K105 spreader, a Case IH 3050 Terraflex 28, but in fact, 2 of those for your combine. A Case IH 4408, in fact 2 of those as well, and to use both of those sets of headers on, there's 2 Case IH Axle Flow 7150 combines. There's a Case Magnum 340 CVX drive, a Case Magnum 400 power drive, 2 Case IH Steiger 715 quad tracks, an Elmer's Manufacturing Hallmaster overloader, a Holmer HR6 header for the Holmer Pterodos 540 sugar beet harvester, a Hardy Mega 1200 litre sprayer with a front tank as well. The International Series 200 truck is in here. John Deere 6R 185, a Kinsey 4905 blue drive, Kubota RTV-X 1140W-H car or farm vehicle, Kubota SVL 97-2 skid steer, the track skid steer, Load King Prestige Super B pool trailer. In fact, yeah, 2 parts of that, the 2 halves of that. We've got the Lizard Pickup 2007, though. This I've added. Paladin SFB 750. This is the Rock Breaker. 2 Summer Super Chisel CP 2050s. Those are, I think they're those are plows, I think, aren't they? Maybe they're plows or cultivators, I can't remember which. Thunder Creek Equipment FST 990 equipment trailer, and a Volvo VNX 300 truck, which is in a very nice shade of pink. I also note, as I'm going through this, the condition on everything seems to be 100%. B, the number plates are all bullocks. I'm guessing that's as in the cows. Bullocks 1, 3, 2, 3, and 3 on the bits where there are number plates, which is it's a little bit funny. I quite like that. But yes, so big array of equipment. In fact, the only thing that's got hours on it, I think, is the Rock Breaker that's got 36 months. Oh no, we've got 12 months on the sugar beet harvester, 8 months on the. We do have time actually on some of the equipment, and we do have age and time. What's the largest? I think 5.5 on one of the combines. So yeah, they're not all brand spanking new pieces of equipment, which I do like to see. That's quite nice. And yeah, that is a lovely pink on that truck. Really is. So yeah, I think this map speaks very much for itself. If you want to play a map that is just massive farming, that would be suited for a single farm multiplayer. I think a single farm multiplayer on this would be brilliant. And if you're just looking to harvest stuff, you're not looking to do any productions or anything going forwards, and you may be looking to expand this farm with some animals and things, it's a great map. I think, as I said, these days I am looking very much for all the base game features implemented, and I do like that it's got these sugar beet productions in it. Those sugar beet productions are very nice, and it's really good. I want to see more of these custom productions on a map, especially if a map has a certain focus or has a new crop. Seeing a custom production is fantastic. I do just wish it had a few more, but that is pretty much the only criticism I have on this. This map does what it sets out to do, and yeah, if you like this kind of big farming map, then this is a map for you. Go check it out. It is on the mod hub. It is Prairie Farm Michigan, and yeah, if you really like it, go give it 5 stars. Thank you for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Huge thank you as well to all of my patrons and channel members. These videos are only made possible thanks to your support. If you want more from Virtual Farmer, please check out the videos on screen now, or subscribe for more. And I will see you next time.